Hey, good morning, my friends. Let's try this again. It looks a little better now. Why? Who knows? This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and this is our MLive morning weather update. We will definitely give you what's going on here. We do have a storm system approaching, but as I've talked about the last couple of days, it looks like it's going to struggle to have enough cold air to be really on the wintry scene. So we'll check that out with you and answer any questions. Yes, Julie Cornwell, there I am. Who knows? Everything looked normal on my end, and then it wasn't. So I rebooted and cleared the cache and all that good stuff that I normally do. All right, let's get into it. What are we going to talk about here this morning? We're going to talk about another storm approaching. This is a storm system. It is a fairly widespread moisture-laden storm, just struggling with cold air. So it'll struggle to be all snow and impactful snow. Okay, and now I'm getting the question, any polar vortex anywhere in sight? So we'll take a look at that too. All right, let's get to it. And the radar showing the storm system inching toward us. We do have snow in the northwest half of lower Michigan. It's generally light snow. And generally what you're seeing on here, the darker blue is snow reaching the ground in the form of very light snow. The green would be, I'd still call it a light snow. Hey, Judy Jones, yes, I'm okay. Hey, good morning, Carrie Draper. And good morning, Kevin from Genesee. Barbara Zavitz from Oak Park. Hey, good morning. Travel to Chicago on Saturday? Not terrible. Not terrible because of this 35 to 38 degrees. Are we really getting lightning with this? I don't see this one as a thunder snow if the other ones weren't. All right, so here is the radar. Now let's go to our favorite computer modeling. Okay, this is the European model showing you the storm system today. Again, northwest half, I'd use Grand Rapids to about Clare. North and west, you could see some off and on light snow, probably less than an inch. And then as we get into Friday, this is midday Friday, it's warm enough for some rain showers around mixed with snow showers. Good morning, John Kleinschmidt from Waterford and Sarah Hutchinson. Good morning. Debbie Ramsey, good to talk to you. And let's go into Friday evening, 7 o'clock. Friday overnight, still the model showing areas of rain and snow. And I think what will happen with this is we got to use our common sense on this one. As the sun sets Friday evening, Saturday night, it'll lean more towards snow than rain. And as the sun comes back up Saturday morning, it'll flip over to lean more toward rain than snow. Flying out of Metro tomorrow, how will it be? Julie Daly from Clarkston. Should be all right. Wet rain and wet snow, the runways should be able to be cleared off enough. You know, what the airlines do, I don't know. But weather-wise, it's not a terrible system for a lot of cancellations. Someone's worried about the sludge refreezing. Well, we're going to be mild after this. So we're into Sunday, and the storm system is still hanging around Sunday afternoon and evening with areas of rain and snow showers. How much is what everybody asks. So I'm going to show you two different scenarios. So the two scenarios we're going to look at are the European model and the GFS, and it'll give you kind of a consensus. All right. So let's just go through the storm. And what I would call this one, I like that line that's going, southwest to northeast. North and west of that a little bit heavier, south and east of that a little bit lighter. I would call that line Grand Rapids to, let's say, Clare or Mount Pleasant to Alpena. South and east of that, a little warmer. I'd call it a 1 to 3 inch snow. Again, all totaled today, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. Could build up some, could go away some during the day. So you get the feel that there will be times where this won't be a very impactful type storm. How's flying into Grand Rapids Saturday around 2 p.m. looking? Should be okay. The storm system will be around. There will be wet snow, but Grand Rapids should be 35 at that time. So just keep an eye on it. It won't be perfect, but it should be okay. Why is the European model different, Stephanie? Just the quick elevator talk. They only run one model, this model, whereas we have computers that run a lot of other great models. So we kind of divide our stuff. We have some great models short term that they don't even think about having. And they put more emphasis into that one model in the initialization. That is all of the observations and the inputs that go in to start the model. So if you get a better picture at the beginning, you probably get a better picture through the whole thing. Again, mostly because we want to run other models, like models that will help predict severe weather in the short term, 3 to 6 hours, tornadoes, things that we deal with here in the US. So that kind of divides up our computer power. Let's go back to this. Sorry, I haven't talked about this. So let's call it a 1 to 3 inch snow in the southeast, half of lower. Let's call it a 3 to 5 inch snow, northwest lower. Let's call it probably a 4 to 8 inch snow totaled across the UP. Let's look at the GFS. That's the US model of this same thing, the total snowfall. And there you can see it's lighter, but still the same theme. Northwest half, more. Southeast half, not much. All right, now, any polar vortex anywhere in sight. What you're looking at here are the temperature anomalies, so the difference from normal at about 5,000 feet up. I like to show this to you because it doesn't fluctuate a lot through the day and kind of mess with your eyes on seeing the trend. We're going to look out 10 days on this, and where you're seeing the yellow, orange, red, brownish colors, those are temperatures warmer than normal. And where you're seeing the blue, those are temperatures colder than normal. Hey, good morning, Tom Harmon, and good morning, Dr. Robert Alexander and Wendy Hargraves. So let's see here. Let's go back to this and just show you that as we go through the weekend, we're warmer than normal. And again, tough to have a big snowstorm when temperatures are warmer than normal, even in late January when we should be our coldest. Now we're into early next week and temperatures still running slightly warmer than normal. And now we're out to next Friday, and temperatures still running slightly warmer than normal, and we end up at next Saturday. So, any polar vortex anywhere in sight? No, it's not. And let's look at what the Climate Prediction Center says for the next 6 to 10 days. First off, right here. All right, warmer than normal across a good chunk of the country, and 8 to 14 day forecast, warmer than normal across most of the country. So no sign of a big cold air intrusion at any point just yet. All right, actual temperatures now for high temperature forecast. Here we are at today, and we're looking at 30s. Here we are at tomorrow. We're looking at mid to upper 30s. Hey, thanks, Teresa Parsons. Jason Dutry, he's stoked. Yes, warmer than normal. Take it. I'm a meteorologist. I take it. Whatever the weather dishes out, we have to take it. So I run with it. If it's going to be not too vicious, I run with that. And if it's going to be vicious, I run with that. Good morning, Helen Randall and Lisa Potter. Okay, so high temperatures tomorrow, mid to upper 30s. Saturday, again, look at the storm system over us on Saturday. And one of two things will happen. We'll have the scenario work, or the snow could cool us down a little bit and make it a little more snowy. But again, when you see 35, 36, 37, roads react really good to any treatment there. Do we get many polar vortexes in March? Right now, my guess is if the polar vortex has not made a move and split up off of the pole, it probably will not this season. Usually, we've already seen it break up into a couple of pieces and either go towards Siberia, go toward Europe, go to the eastern U.S., but we haven't so far. Okay. Marnie Plunkett, what's your opinion on an early or late spring? If we go with the trend, if we have less snow, if we don't have a cold air intrusion in March, you got to say warm earlier than normal spring. Okay, now we're into Monday and we're into Tuesday and we're into Wednesday, and things are just very, very consistent on temperatures running, let's call it about 5 to 8 degrees warmer than average. Not warm, not run around in the shorts, not grill, although here at the Torregrossa household, we grill at any time that we can when the wind has died down. But it will be definitely warmer than average. So there you have it. We're going to get that rain and snow inching toward us. Today it's mostly snow. You can find some slick spots, northwest half of the state. Then that inches toward us on Friday into Saturday, into Sunday, off and on. Storm system kind of starved for real oomph. It's a big one, but it's not as big as the last two. And we'll just keep an eye on that for you, and then we'll start eyeing the next storm system, which is already out there in the Pacific and already showing up on our models, all ready for, you guessed it, late next week. So a couple more questions. Do you mean I can open the cottage in April? Yes, you can, Larry. If you don't, you should be anyways. Is this warmer winter season going to affect maple syrup season? That's tough to tell because that is really specific to when that happens. You know, we have cold enough air for the maple syrup to develop. What maple syrup people tell me is they just love a steady, slow warm-up so that you get that time period to last a long period. They don't like a real quick warm-up to shut that maple syrup off. So we'll just have to see. If we continued like this, yes, it would be a great maple syrup season. May Rose Harner. So basically everything the Farmer's Almanac said was wrong for January. I don't know. I don't read the Farmer's Almanac. I don't think you can do a forecast like they do a year out in advance. So I don't really pay attention to it. There you have it. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Please hit the share button. Let folks